All right, guys, I just want to give a little bit of an update on a video I posted a few days ago regarding the watermarked ballots and the blockchain. First of all, remember what I said about taking info from InfoWars with a grain of salt. And it looks like this one's probably right up that alley. So here's the Twitter handle for the guy that went on InfoWars, and he sounded awfully convincing anyways. Steve, I don't exactly know how to pronounce it. Pieczenik. Um, and he was saying that like he was laughing almost about how it's so convincing that Trump won by uh, so many votes is so funny. He won by a landslide, and the evidence would come out due to this blockchain technology. Well, uh, first and foremost, I don't follow him on Twitter, but I have been following his Twitter, and all he does is just post memes of from other conservatives on Twitter, and he has never answered any of the people in his comments who ask, "Hey, Steve, give us an update about the watermarks," nor has he appeared anywhere else. And I haven't heard that argument even being whispered from anyone in the Trump administration, from Rudy Giuliani, Lynn Wood, or Sidney Powell, who are on the defense team. There has been no whispers of this. Until I see further evidence, I'm going to chalk this up as just fraud. Like his claim, not the election itself, but his claim that there are watermarks on the ballots. I'm going to chalk that up as fraud because he's seen his Twitter following grow by about 20,000 in the last week, but he has not offered any substance since that initial interview. Nothing, not even a second testimony of his own. So I'm gonna go with that's gonna be a no from me, dog. Until I see something new. And here's where I'm at with this. I was talking to a buddy today, and we just kind of commented how these allegations, people never go to jail. Like these people never go to jail, and this is one of those times where the American people are tired of hearing, especially if you're wrapped up. I'm certainly not, but if you're wrapped up in this Q stuff, like, aren't you kind of tired of trusting the plan and following the white rabbit and trust Q and just bide your time, everything will turn out the way it's supposed to, without hearing any actual tangible, credible, verifiable substance along the way? I certainly am. So when people like Sidney Powell actually come out on national TV, not this, I don't know if I'd call InfoWars underground, but an underground, less respected or less watched news outlet, I'd take that with a grain of salt. But when somebody comes on Fox Business and says, "I'm going to release the Kraken and there's so much evidence it's not even funny," I respect that opinion more than something about watermark ballots. So I think and the Trump team obviously knows this as well, which is why they're not whispering anything about that. It doesn't sound like, from what we can gather, from any allegations that I've heard, that were ballots that weren't submitted by humans that were then added into the system externally by election officials or anything like that. There have been no allegations of that. So I'm going to chalk up the watermark and blockchain to being a false claim up until this point. But it looks like the Dominion fraud allegations do have legs, and we're going to see how that plays out. But let me know what you think about this Steve guy. He's I'm going to have to debunk that as a myth until I see something new. So that's my little update on that. I'm sorry for leading anyone down a rabbit hole that got them caught up like it did me. I was kind of excited to see if it were true. It only makes sense, right? But it doesn't sound like, even if that is true, that there are blockchain watermarks on the ballots, that has influenced the election at all, because it doesn't look like there are fraudulent ballots that have been made. Up until this point, there have been no allegations of that, other than from, conservatives that are not connected to the Trump administration at all. So let me know what you guys think. As always, God bless.